Site 19, 13. It's an awesome park. We love coming.
So we stopped on our way here at Lowe's to get some firewood, but they didn't have any, so we're riding down to the store, and I think we missed it. It's closed.
Be right back.
So it says closed, but we do see somebody in there, so Owen's going to try to see if he can get some firewood for us.
Yep. Last campsite, boy, we had a full hookup site, but it was so weird as far as the way the little tube thing was positioned that we just were not going to be able to use that. And they didn't have a dump station. So first thing first this time, after 4 nights, we need to dump the cassette toilet. So many of you ask us all the time, how often do you have to dump? Well, 4 nights is about as long as the 2 of us can go, even if we try to stretch it by going to the campground bathrooms. So let's go get that done. We're going to try to do this a little differently than they intend for you to do it as far as where we're going to park in this site. We're going to go a little bit at an angle.
Take 2. I'll love you back. Aww.
I know. This end of this axe, well, I've used it a lot, but this end, it's not so sharp. I sharpened it a couple, I guess maybe 6 months ago, but it's time to sharpen it again. So today, I'm going to sit out here and do a little action. I actually need a file and some other things to make this a lot better, but it's somewhat better than it was. Starting to get a little bit of an edge on it. I was able to split some of the wood. I'm going to keep working on it for a few more minutes, and then this is kind of therapeutical, you know, you just rub it on iron. Did I chase you out of your bed, Maggie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, buddy. Well, good morning. We're out for Maggie's walk. We spent the day yesterday with David and Juanita. It was a wonderful birthday for me. Perfect time for us to get to spend it with family and great food and great memories made. But we left Maggie's leash in David's truck. We're gonna go get it later, but Maggie can't wait till later to do her thing. So I made a little leash. The walk this morning, we're gonna go on the trail of the ancient dunes here in Anastasia. both my girls love old trees.
I definitely love them. I always kind of have to come and touch them to kind of feel them and stuff. And this one's awesome. It definitely looks like a octopus of some kind. Branches going everywhere. Oh, isn't that cute? Maggie loves them too.
She loves to climb trees. She's just a little kid, aren't you? How far up are you going to go, Maggie?
That's about it.
You just see it?
Not as young as they used to be.
I know, honey.
My mama says too. Not as young as they used to be.
I know. Is this it, Maggie? It's amazing how she knows when we're back to our temporary home. We love it when a park has water you can paddle on, and on the main park road there are a few sandy beaches just perfect to launch the Oros out into the bay known as Salt Run.
I think we should go against the water going up and float back down. Okay.
She's happy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Try fishing for the first time in this kayak.
It's kind of stupid. I've got a really nice setup with a rod and reel inside of the van that I can use, but I just wanted to try this little children's rod and reel that I found at Hannah Park. I think there was a reason they left it by the side of the lake. It's a piece of crap. So I'll leave it for someone else to think it's a piece of crap. I'm gonna go get my better stuff.
Take two. Should have known better. That's what it's supposed to feel like.
All these pelicans are really diving out here, and if you fish for any time at all, and you may have heard me tell you this before from my experiences, that if that were an osprey, yeah, I would stay right where they're diving. But osprey are like sniper rifles, and pelicans are like bazookas. There's fish there, or they wouldn't be diving. There's no telling what kind of fish it is, and I've yet to see one come up with fish in its mouth, but they dive a bunch. And they play by the numbers, kind of like I do. I make a bunch of casts hoping to catch one or two fish. They make a bunch of dives hoping to get a mouthful every now and then. Did you catch one, buddy? Nothing? Just adorable. You love being on the water, don't you, Maggie? I'm glad, sweetheart. this is how we store them in the back of the garage here. Put the cushions between the box and here. Put one of the life vests over it to protect things from that side. This is another cushion that we put here to protect that side. And the paddles are right here. Put Maggie's vest right here. Tell you what, guys. I love being able to use the locker pickup for Amazon shopping. We have two things wrong with the EKKO that we need to repair. One is that side light. You remember Chuck told us his broke, and we checked mine, and mine was broken too. And then we also need to replace the propane regulator. And both of those were available on Amazon, and both of them got here in 2 days, and we'll be able to repair that now. Yep, that'll work just fine. Why do we need another dog leash? Well, we don't. What we need is an anchoring system for the Oru kayak so that I can not drift so much. I found out from previous experience that this is a corded option that I can use as a dog leash if I need to, but better than that, I can put it in the Oru and I can let out 5 feet or 6 feet or 10 feet up to 24 feet to use it as an anchor rope. And then it'll just retract up. I don't have to wind it up at all. It's really a great solution. Now I'm gonna try to find something I can use as an anchor. Something to use as an anchor. That might be perfect. It's just a little big to put in our Oris. Something smaller. Hey. Perfect. Are you happy, Maggie?
I've painted enough further to know
Maggie's
that
pretty happy.
that would be a bear to get in between all those little. They are so comfortable.
They are.
So the bad thing about coming to Florida in the winter when you don't have a lot of reservations is it's hard to find 5 to 6 to 7 nights at any given park, and that was the case here at Anastasia. We were able to stay in this site for 3 nights, but we booked 2 more nights at another site here on the same side of the campground. So today we're gonna pack up and move over there. We had rain last night, so I always keep a towel over here on this side, and that lets me wipe off the cord as I put it back in EKKO. Hey, sweetheart. Had to get my seat all good and sandy too.
She did.
Good girl. Good girl. That's what I like.
Site number 2. It is a little bit more secluded than the other one. So sometimes we like to just like get out and figure out how we're going to actually park.
And this is an awesome site here.
Yeah.
There's back here.
Yep.
There's a great private place for us to sit out at
Yeah,
night.
with
Nobody
fire
beside
pit.
of us on either side. So what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, honey, I'm going to back up. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to back in at an angle so that the bikes go between this pole and the picnic table.
Okay.
And they'll go back as far as I can go.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull towards this area right here. So that we'll
So here's this side, and you can kind of see that we've got a little space over here. Can't even really see the road hardly, just from the very beginning or very front of it. So there it is. What do you think?
So if you come to Anastasia State Park here in St. Augustine, I think you're going to find that all the sites are good, but some of the sites, well, some of the sites are better, and that's the way it is with every state park. And we haven't found any site here that we've ever stayed in that we didn't like, but every now and then, like today, we get one that we love. All there.
You have been an inspiration for me to start doing this because
Good.
we have a full behind 30-foot camper.
Wow, guys.
29 foot. It's and I thought we need to get a van, and
Yeah.
so I thought, well, we'll just start with what we got.
That's exactly what Mark and Tricia, keep your daydream, always say that. Start with what you got. Start small. Just go start, and that's really, really good
I
advice.
think too, you'll learn when you after you do it, you'll learn what you want more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's wanting a van, but I'm just not there yet.
Yeah.
Eventually, I want
It's
to go
small.
to Maine.
Yeah,
Storage
Hey,
thing.
can we get
Yeah.
a picture?
you sure can. I'm taking a video right now of it, but we will love to get a picture. We always say it's really good to meet you guys when we're out like this. They were so apologetic for taking our time, but we love it. We don't need you to apologize for meeting up with us like that. That's always a blast.
And it seems like everybody that we meet are kind of just like us. It's
Yeah.
kind of, or that we meet that watches us are just like us, and it's
Especially at the
pretty cool.
campgrounds. If we meet you at the campground, we kind of know already that we're going to get along with you
Yeah.
because, you know, you like being in the same place as we do. We're not so much into setting up meetings and setting up a time to go meet somewhere. We kind of prefer if you find us in a campground, stop us. We'd love to see you.
But we are going to try that, and I'm sure this video will come out after that. But
Yeah.
we are going to try a meetup.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Now let's see if Glenn can convince me to go into downtown St. Augustine.
We're not taking Maggie with us to ride over to St. Augustine. She's sitting in the front seat. We kind of didn't put the shades up yet just so she could sit out there and wait on us.
All right, let's go downtown.
Downtown, here we come.
We're on the drawbridge part of it. If you know me, then you know that eating dessert ahead of eating dinner, well, that's just the way you do things. Not that many sunsets left in life, so you got to enjoy it. The Spanish bakery is famous for the empanados, and we're going to go try one of those, I think. Crapola, what are we going to do? We're striking out on this, and we should have just lit a fire and stayed at home.
We're on our morning walk this morning with Maggie, and we're going to go look for the farmers market here at the Anastasia Park.
How often is it here?
It's every Saturday. Can't bring Maggie. Go in and check it out. Look at these mats.
We're at the beach.
We're in Florida.
At the beach.
Doesn't look like it.
One of our most favorite places, you know. And we woke up this morning, there's frost, pretty cold. We're not complaining.
Nope.
It's not a bad day. We've talked about that, and we know how we feel about it. It's not a bad day. We haven't gotten to do everything we planned to do here at Anastasia, but actually shame on us for planning.
That's right.
That seems to be the only time we ever have what we call a bad day, is if we plan to do something and we don't get to do it. It's been a different kind of trip, but this is a beautiful park, even if you don't go walk on the beach. And I think Lynn's going to make me do that before we leave here. But I really don't want to, because it's not really bikini weather. It's more like put your hands in your pocket weather when you're walking.
You wear a hat and a big coat.
We don't look like we're in Florida, do we?
Nope.
Well, looks like temperature's up to 47 now. Perfect weather to go walk on the beach. First, go pick up Lynn at the bathroom. We need to also get all this condensation off the windshield, because I can't really see that well to drive. Ooh, doggy's jet. She has some condensation.
Hey, pretty.
Find your mommy, Maggie. Quick stop to empty our trash on the way out. But we don't have to dump any tanks. We do need some more fresh water, but we have water at our site where we're heading now, which is to Anastasia State Park. Before we go, a new feature, a VTL report card on this campground, Anastasia State Park. The booking process, well, it's reserveflorida.org and it's perfect. The campsites in the tent and the small RV area are all pretty private with some vegetation in between. It's mostly sand and dirt. There is a bigger RV section as well. As far as amenities, it doesn't get much better than this site. There's a camp store, there's a beach, there's water you can kayak on, there's lots of bike trails, there's lots of hiking. There's just about everything that you could want inside of a campground. Nearby, you have everything to do with the sightseeing of St. Augustine, along with all the shopping that goes with being in a bigger city. It's about as perfect as you can get, and you can even bike ride to most of it. I guess it's no secret that we love Anastasia State Park. It's the bar that we use to actually judge other state parks in Florida and around. It doesn't get much better than this. It's a little difficult to get in here, but if you're persistent, you should be able to get 2 or 3 nights if you just play the waiting game, or if you book a year in advance. Thanks for watching. We hope we see you at this park one day soon, because it's for sure that we will be back.